I was recently listening to a podcast, and someone mentioned in the podcast that it's easier to blank words out, bad words, swear words, let's say, than it is to bleep them out. And I was wondering if that was true or if there was a solution I could come up with. And this is what I came up with. So here's my dialogue track up here. In this dialogue, I will use a bad word like darn it or shoot. And I'm just going to zoom in. Here's word like darn it, word like or shoot or and so what I can do is just pick whatever piece of dialogue I want to blank out, and it'll automatically, when I cut it out, it'll automatically insert a beep. And I would like to have... So what's going on here is there's the dialogue track, and then there are two other tracks that have a sine wave on them, sine wave region that I made, and then I just duplicated for the length of the dialogue track, and then also made an identical version down here on this other track. And these two tracks are identical in every way except that it has a plugin that is just flipping the polarity. So this track and this track, when they play back, because the polarity is flipped on one of them, they cancel each other out. And they continue to do that until they get to this point where when I cut something out, because the upper two tracks here, the dialogue track and the sine wave track, are linked together, when I select something on one, selects on the other, I cut a gap into the sine wave, and now this one below can be heard. I will use a bad word. So it's fairly straightforward and fairly transparent. I can adjust the volumes of the vocal track or the sine wave independently of each other. So there may be other solutions, but this is the one I came up with.